Warning. The following is rated F for viewer discretion is advised.
Was that people that leave that shit in their ass all day?
They dress up into like an animal of some sort, and they do have butt plugs.
Okay, so if you had a chance to be a furry, what animal would you be?
You want to be a gerbil?
I'll be the tube.
If you're the two, I'm the gerbil.
Baby. We gotta go somewhere. Welcome to the FME podcast.
I was hoping that we would.
We have the best intros in the fucking world, I swear to God. I love it.
I was hoping that we just had like a few more minutes of like, you go ahead.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, no, I was waiting for someone to go like, you go ahead over here. Y'all just left me out, but I was like,
I was going to motion to you next. I'm sorry.
Damn, you were last in the rotation.
it's all right. I like going last anyways.
This week's podcast is brought to you by us, motherfuckers. Us. Nobody else. Nobody else can handle the heat that we're bringing. What have you guys been up to? It's been like 3 years since I've been on here, so.
Right?
Yeah, we actually kicked you off from it. We're like, yo, fuck this guy.
I was suspended like a Twitter ban.
Right?
You know, saying too much shit, too much real shit.
Yeah, like the moon is fake.
I heard that
The Earth is flat.
I heard that people are thinking that the moon is a hologram now.
Some also have said that they think the moon is just like a hollow base thing that's just monitoring like Earth.
They're saying, you know, between the conspiracy that we never went to the moon, and then some people are saying we definitely went to the moon, and China's been to the moon, Russia's been to the moon, and they have their own little space force out there on the moon, just a little hub just waiting to attack her. You know, whenever the shit gets real on Earth, they're like, okay, time to depart. Everyone load up on the rockets, we're going to the moon. And then what was it also too? Like, wasn't there something recently where they were looking on a microscope or a telescope or something, and they saw something on the moon, and that's what drew up this big conspiracy that there's something out there, or you know, that we're sending shit to the moon just to like kind of like a storage, safekeeping.
I know they say like that we've been sending bases over there.
Yeah,
Like trying to claim it, like, oh, just gonna set a base over here and shit.
that's
I don't
nuts.
know. I don't know.
You think there's life on Mars? You think there's life on other planets?
Not on Mars.
Well,
Also, R.I.P. the Mars rover. I want to say it was either the rover or the Curiosity. I don't remember which one it is now.
Dude, they didn't charge it, bro. There's no USB out in Mars.
What happened was it self-powered its batteries by solar power.
Right.
But like the winds were so crazy, it got covered in dust and dirt from the dust storm, and it couldn't like clear itself.
Yep.
So like one of the last messages it was sending to back home was like, "Hey, I'm running out of energy. It's dark.
I'm alone.
Yeah,
Someone please hold me."
kind of like that actually. And then
like all by myself played on the
all by myself
with the raging eclipse of the sun behind the backdrop, like the robot reaching out, like, oh,
R.I.P. rover or
R.I.P. rover.
Curiosity, or I'm sorry, I forget which one it was.
That's really like out in Greenland. Look at Google Maps. Check it out.
that's funny that you mentioned that. I know I've seen people take pictures. They're like posting on Facebook, like, you know, one of the groups I follow. They're all saying, you're like, yeah, you know, it's fake. We didn't go there. And it shows a place like somewhere in the Greenland, like you said.
Yeah.
And it's like they just changed the color a little bit.
Yeah, they put a filter.
Yeah.
Like a red filter over it.
We're like, hey, we're in Mars. And then you see these guys in the background like, hey, the fuck you doing in the picture?
Yeah. Dude, there was other ones where they would do Google Maps and they would zoom in on the part in Greenland where they find rovers and shit, and then you'd see NASA trucks parked, you know, like you know, and then they claim they're doing experiments or they were testing for the terrain for Mars, but really it's like, bitch, we're already in Mars. What are you testing? You know, it's like okay. But no, I guess they found like water and shit in Mars. So
yeah, or evidence that water was there. Or
Yeah.
And then you ever
yeah.
see that Matt Damon movie, Martian?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
He made it work. So
Yeah.
if Matt Damon can do it, anyone can do it.
Matt
Yeah,
Damon.
because all the movies are real.
Matt Damon.
But yeah, we all know movies are real.
They're all real. They're based on true events. Everyone, dude. You got to read the fine print
Right?
underneath the cast and
Just
crew.
like the fourth kind.
Ooh.
The fourth kind I heard was real though. Like
It was
like they actually put
/ documentary.
they put actual like images and video content
From the documentary.
yeah. Like when that bitch's face opened that wide, like near the end.
Yeah, dislocating her jaw and everything.
Yeah, dude, I was like, okay, either she's on some good shit or she really was fucked up. Like, you know,
dude, I don't know. I just know I had to introduce that movie to my mother-in-law. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm pretty sure I did, but in the beginning of the podcast when I was started with you guys about that movie with my mother-in-law, because she was all straight religious and doesn't believe in aliens or nothing. I'm like, no, you gotta watch this documentary. It's a movie / documentary, movie-mentary. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but I was telling him like, so what do you say about that? Like, what do you believe? She's like, it's just a movie. I'm like, damn it, you can't broaden the narrow minds,
dude. When I was like, I don't even know when that movie came out, but I know I was young and I saw the preview for it like late nights when I should have been sleeping for school, and it scared the fuck out of me, man. I don't like aliens to begin with, and when I saw that, I was like, fuck. I was like, they are real. And then when I watched it, and I was stupid, I watched it by myself. And then like that scene where the dash cam from the cop's car is, and you see the house, and you see this big figure like over the house, shadowing over the house, and at like middle of the night, I'm like, what the fuck, man? I got goosebumps thinking about it, man. Like I went outside my house looking up in the sky and shit. Like
you're like, it's too bright in the city, you can't see shit.
Yeah, I was like, god damn it, I can't see nothing. But it's weird out here, like in Arizona, man. Like at night, I see shit all the time. Like I'll be driving and I'll see like a quick like flash of light. And then there was another night where I went out there and it was like 3 a.m. and I was outside smoking and quiet outside. It was like summertime, and then all of a sudden the light, the like pitch dark, it just illuminated like daytime, like in a flash. Like the whole night sky lit up quick. And then, but you didn't hear a bomb, you didn't hear an explosion, you didn't hear any like nothing. I was like, what the fuck was that? And then I was like checking the news and shit. Nothing was coming up. And I'm like, okay, either this is some like U.S. government testing or this is some bullshit. And then finally they said, oh, it was a spacecraft that the U.S. Army was testing. I'm like, yeah, right, dude.
It was a hot air balloon.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've never seen balloon. I've never seen the sky light up like that. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it was almost like someone turned the lights on. And like the whole sky, like just for a couple seconds. And I was like, whoa.
It's like when Tesla fired their rocket.
Yeah.
And now that we're talking about it, we're all going to disappear. That's the end of the podcast.
You're going to disappear like
the government's coming for us.
Yeah, like the Avengers.
Black trench coats.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
We're just going to start going in the dust.
Well, did you see that video I shared to you?
So good.
I didn't watch it yet.
Oh, well,
I didn't watch it yet.
Well, you didn't watch it, but I'm gonna talk about it, recap a little bit.
Yeah.
In this video, I guess they're like in the UN nations kind of deal, and they're having like a little talk, and then they introduce this one girl. She goes up there and talks. Forget what her name is because she's Mexican. She's got like 4 long ass names on there.
Maria Garcia.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And she talked about how on December whatever date there was like a triangle hovercraft above
here?
Yeah, it was in above the White House or whatever, or the Pentagon or somewhere out there, and it was just floating. And then NASA got a message and they're trying to decode it. I don't know if this is real or fake. Because, nowadays you can't really tell. But it looked like the guy was having like a phone in his pocket and he was trying to record it. And then you see it like hand go in front of it, covered up a little bit. And then he goes back. You can still hear the audio. And I'm like wondering, I wonder if that's true. But like, because there's other videos that were leaked as well. Or even like, because Mexico, they said, hey, why are we still playing like dumb about seeing UFOs? Because the military UFOs, like military Air Force, they've recorded them like, hey, what is this unidentified object, and they try to keep up with them, and then they're getting ditched.
So the U.S. government is watching for UFOs, or
the U.S. government is denying, like,
okay,
they're denying it. But
I think I heard maybe it was China, or China said something like that too. Like, hey, no, yeah, there actually was stuff. What are you guys talking about, U.S.?
Well, because in China, a few years back, I want to say 2 or 3 years, but their airport got shut down because they had this unidentified flying object over the airport, like huge thing. And so you can look it up, and they had to stop it. And it was like, it wasn't the first time that's happened.
How long ago was that?
I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was like, it could be longer, but you still had good quality of their like, and it was on their news, like, what the hell is going on? Like,
and did they ever confirm? Like, did they ever say what it was? Or
they just said it was like a UFO. They couldn't.
Oh, damn!
And it was just like this long ass bar of lights, and they're like, "What is this? Is not our military." So they're like wondering what the fuck it was.
Damn!
Imagine that. Imagine you're at home and you look up in the sky and you see that and no one has an answer. Like, and like to us, I think the American government's understood and figured out that as long as we just put any excuse on there to let them know that we were aware of this. It makes everyone feel more content and like comfortable, like knowing that somebody knows what that
It
was.
doesn't bring chaos.
But here you are in China, and you look out, and the government's like, we don't know. It's like, one of you guys flying around out there? Because that wasn't us.
Yeah. Even London, I think, London, they even said that, like, hey, UFOs are real. Like, what the hell? Even the Pope has said it. We're not the only.
Damn.
Yeah, and how many? I mean, if you go on YouTube, you probably go do a deep rabbit hole looking at UFOs and documented images and pictures of people all across the world.
One day I'm going to venture off into that rabbit hole, dark web.
Oh.
One day.
You're going to be absorbed by the internet?
I want to be absorbed by the dark web.
Damn.
For UFO situation.
Do you
None of that other bullshit on there.
What do you think, like, with UFOs? Like, do you think there really is life out there and they're trying to come here, or do you think that these are just government testings? And I mean, because every video I see is pretty much the same. You know, it's like you got this flash of light. So you have to kind of debug most of them, trying to figure out if they're real or not. But for the most part, you don't really see anything that gives you substantial proof. At least I haven't seen. Mm-hmm. But the idea is there. And depending on what video you watch, they put some gloomy music in the background. They show you a couple images that are a little bit misleading, and then your brain automatically fixes the picture and builds the story around it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you to go on like on that like basis, like whether if it's real or not, like I can't really say. I'm like, it could be the government. They're just trying to one up everybody else, trying to say, hey, like, look, come with this shit. But because what sucks about people who record any kind of UFO is every single one of them has got like arthritis or some shit, dude. They all fucking shake. Like this, like they got a.
I would probably be shaking too. Like
I get it, but I mean,
God.
Come on,
I'd be freaking out if I saw
that
UFO,
shit straight, man.
I ended up passing out and like having the camera land on my face, awkward and shit. Like,
just like stuff like that, it's just like so. I mean, that right there kind of like loses its credibility just because it's like that kind of sucks.
I would be, I would go from quiet Santino. Everybody knows I'm just the quietest guy, of course.
I've seen that. Oh my God! Dude, I'd probably be the first one to die because I'd just be laughing, dude. I'd be like, "What's wrong with you, bro?"
I'd be like, "Oh my Lord!"
He starts speaking in a different accent.
Yeah.
He's like, "Get out now! Get out! Get out!" Like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck?
Yo, I don't care what y'all telling me.
That me Santino right here. Now get the hell out of here, boy.
I'm waiting for him to say, "Get to the chopper!
Get down! Yeah,
down!
I must save my guitars! I have to save my guitars!"
Dude, he hits you over the head with one to get out. Like, it's like fucking Jeff Jarrett wrestling and shit.
I'll pull a fully coolly just with my guitar.
Fucking slams you in the head with an amp. Like, get the fuck out.
That's a good one. I like that.
No, dude, there's been some nights, I don't know, like, you ever watch, like, Ghost Hunters and shit? And, like,
I'd be freaked out with ghosts, too, if I saw a ghost.
Well,
man.
ghosts or aliens,
you fuck around on YouTube looking at shit on
all the time.
At nighttime.
It's bad, dude.
The shitty thing with finding stuff on the internet is you don't know if that's fake, too.
You have to, like, double-check your sources and double-check where you see, and then even then, you're not 100%, And the way that what they can do now with video and editing and cropping shit.
Well, like, not just that, but there's, like, a lot of practical effects and editing effects, animation that you can just, put filters over it, do some shit, and boom, it looks like it's actually there.
Yeah,
and
I follow this guy on YouTube, Captain Disillusion. He breaks that stuff all down all the time. He's like, hey, here's this video, mysterious walking legs guy. Actually, here's what it probably is. Here's the reasons why. Boom, boom, boom.
It breaks it down.
Yeah. I like his catchphrase, love with your heart, use your head for everything else.
That's motivational.
Because he's saying, hey, you see that? I don't know, but like, he's saying, you see that shit.
He's got adopted kids.
Don't start going, oh my God, like think about it.
You have to.
Yeah.
No, you know what, dude? I'll tell you what. If you ever get like fucked up and you watch some shit, dude, you can like I'll start breaking shit like that down. I'm like, why are they showing like? And then like with sports too, like I'll watch some sports videos or like talk show, like morning sports shows. They do the same shit and they just keep showing the same images.
Yeah.
Same images, and then different cuts of the image, different angles, different camera views. And then like I go on YouTube and like watching like a conspiracy theory video, and it's like, guess what? And then here's your image, and then they build the story for you, and they keep showing the same image but different angles, and then they cut it in a way that's so fast that you're like, what was that? Oh,
on sports shows.
Yeah.
So are you suggesting sports aren't real?
I'm saying that the government,
the government invented sports.
The government is involved with sports, dude. And
I've never actually seen a basketball. Now that could just be I'm a fat lazy nerd, but no, I'm thinking
somebody's gonna have to take this guy to Peter Piper.
I know, huh?
Here you go, dude. Shoot some.
There's a Dave and Buster's or something around here. We got to get you acclimated.
Bro,
we got to
you
get
live
you out
like
there.
2 miles away from an arcade place.
Yeah, right.
There was a basketball hoop in one of my childhood homes.
That one's got a 3-point shot there.
No. That's all a government conspiracy.
I haven't
I'm
really
telling you.
seen the rubber on the basketball, or, but
I can only imagine him throwing the basketball. He throws like a tomahawk and shit.
Oh,
news.
two-handed,
Bad news, I throw horrible.
Oh, dude.
We used to work with a dude named Rob. I tried throwing like a football, like toy football with him, because we would bullshit back in the day in the warehouse. Just fuck around, throw footballs around or shoot rubber bands, whatever. And he's like, I actually showed him a throw. He's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm sorry, Rob.
Were you
I'm
just
gonna
like
go
throwing
now.
it and it just goes like that? You're like,
Kinda.
spiked it. It's like,
Pretty much.
bro, I'm over here.
Like, there's no distance, there's no force.
Right,
It's like,
right.
So next time you need anything manly done around the house, call one of these guys. I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
Sorry for derailing the conversation.
No. We'll make you a website. Call Santino for all your household needs. They'll call you up. If you want, they need someone to play sports with their son. They'll be like, call Santino. By the end
Do you
of
want
it,
the son to feel better
Yeah.
about themselves?
the son's like, I'm the greatest. Like, I just beat this adult. Like,
You beat the Nick Zion.
And over. Meanwhile, I'm over there like, oh, jeez.
you're like, constantly getting your confidence shot down like every day, but you're getting paid. So you're like, fuck it. $50 an hour. I'll make your kid feel like a star.
$50 an hour. Hell yeah.
Hell
you
yeah,
make
dude.
a mom happy right there, bro.
Yeah, like I do mom needs, sometimes
Mom
dad
needs.
needs, whatever you need.
Take care of the moms.
Take care of the
Sometimes
moms.
dads,
I got a 2-kid limit.
She needs that back rub.
Mm-hmm.
Need that
Yeah.
ass rub.
I only come on non-husband working hours.
Or if he likes being cucked, whatever. Some people are into that.
Whoa, whoa!
This is a different side of Santino.
Okay, dude, I'm liking this.
He's seen the
Honestly,
true
no, that
side,
seems
dude.
horrible.
I'm bringing that stout from now on because now I'm starting to see the real shit. I'm liking this.
9.9% alcohol. That's all it does for him.
That
right?
was it, dude. He had his his
Yeah, I
cup.
had like a little bit of baby alcohol. Now I'm saying dumb shit.
No,
I
that's
always
not.
I always say dumb shit because I think it's hilarious.
Dude, I think it's fucking hilarious, bro.
But now it's like shit. I'm like,
You show up in that little cup and shit with your robe on, your what's it called?
trench coat, only the trench coat.
Hugh Hefner fucking robe with some slippers and shit. Just pull up to the house, take your glasses off, and just let me see what we gotta do here. Lay on the table, bitch. Time's your husband get home. Oh, he's not home till 6. Good. I'll be out by 3.
I work quick.
Yeah, get your fucking kids in the other room, lock the door. We're gonna be busy a while. Here, Timmy, here's a guitar. Learn how to play, bitch. I'm gonna go play with your mom. I wonder
Open the door
I wonder-
playing Tetris or something.
I wonder if the government would take taxes out of that. Like I wonder
Government
if,
will take taxes off of everything.
like I wonder like if you just got paid cash,
I mean, if it's just cash, I mean,
hey,
yeah.
that's an easy living.
That's why everything's trying to get rid of cash. They want everything to be electronic. It's traceable.
Oh, not Bitcoin.
Not Bitcoin, bro.
Jesus, like what was the story there? The one of the banks that held like what 19 billion or
Of the
19 million.
Bitcoin, and they can't retrieve it now because the
Yeah,
guy
because
died.
one guy died.
Yeah, he was the only one with the
Meanwhile-
password.
Like he went to India and then mysteriously died. The story was, or so I heard somewhere.
The
Supposedly.
journalist?
No, the
No.
guy who's in charge of all this Bitcoin.
Oh,
this
okay.
Bitcoin bank. He went to India on a vacation, mysteriously died. But then meanwhile, there's transactions still to his account because with Bitcoin you can track wherever like the coins go.
Right.
But there's still transactions on that account and all this nonsense. So did he actually die? Did he run away with the 1.9 billion, however much it was?
I bet
Maybe more, maybe less. I don't actually know the number.
shit, dude. I mean, if it was me, I'd run away. I mean, what else do you need? You pocket that some bitch, bro. You go to Guatemala or something. You buy up
really
like the
know
whole.
what Bitcoin is though.
It's all. What is it? Electronic currency. It's all.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's like a
but it's
fucking
like
account.
yeah.
But then they track everything. They could track every fucking penny. I
And
mean,
it's unregulated.
yeah, it's unregulated.
Yep.
It's like a fucking Amazon, dude. Like, Amazon making what? Fucking $11 billion, not $1 of taxes. they
Yeah, I
gotta
was gonna
pay.
say. Yeah, they didn't have to pay taxes.
Not
Same thing with
one
Netflix.
fucking dollar, bro.
Same
I'm
thing
like,
with Netflix, dude.
I'm
I'm
like, motherfucker, you got $11 billion you made last year. You can't give us something?
Yeah, and then what's funny too is then they're talking about Donald Trump did good this year because everybody had to pay a shit ton of taxes.
Yeah.
Like they made a lot more in taxes last year, but not from consumers or
No,
the business
not
corporations.
the big ones.
Yeah, not the corporations.
Uh-uh.
They just got like, oh yeah, you did good. Here's a tax write off on.
Dude, Trump's gonna get the wall built with the Amazon logo on it.
Yeah, he's gonna get all that money with
I
that.
guarantee.
With that emergency.
No comments.
Who was? Oh, and then I just saw something. I don't know. This probably is fake as fuck, but was it El Chapo fucking or whatever the dude that just got sentenced?
Yeah.
Or indicted, and he's like, I'll build the wall for you. $10 billion. You give me a pardon.
Shit.
He's like, you let me go. I build the wall for you, man.
That's
No
because he
problem.
knows. El Chapo knows the wall is not the answer.
No.
I mean, it might be an answer for like just the people who are walking and pay the coyotes. It'll stop the coyotes, in my opinion.
Let's stop the animals.
Yeah, and it'll stop like,
But-
it'll probably delay the sex trafficking for a little bit because with the wall, it won't be so accessible going to Mexico right
Right.
there on certain areas. That it's like it all. Have you seen like the wall in certain areas? It's just barbed wire.
Yeah.
It's some like cheap
Some of-
shit.
yeah,
I
some
heard
of-
some places it's just like fucking posts.
It is
Like
posts.
no
It's-
fence,
yeah.
no nothing, just posts.
Nothing. It's
Yeah.
just you can literally walk there and I'm like, oh look, I'm in Mexico and walk back.
Yep.
It's just it's in a area where it's like nobody's really there.
Right.
Yeah.
The only sign that they have out there is like, "I'll beware of snakes and bad water and some shit like that." But anyways, if they did build a wall, it will only solve a little bit of the problem because they're still digging underneath.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's still tunnels and shit.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
going to Maricopa. What's the one in Nogales?
Mm-hmm.
Got a tunnel through there. You know they're going to be going over there to Queen Creek and all the other places over there, like close to San Diego, Tijuana. They can just get one little thing right there by one of those ghetto areas. Hey,
Yep.
California is a sanctuary state.
Yeah.
I'm sure the church is hooking it up over there.
Shit.
Hey,
For
dig
sure.
the tunnel here and go back, and you're
Dude,
good.
there's nothing more creative than a criminal you tell they can't do something.
yeah.
There's nothing more creative, bro. They're gonna figure out a fucking way. You think building a fucking wall with your fucking, maybe the top of the wall will have that blonde comb over and shit over the top just to kind of make a staple? Who knows? But I don't think that's the answer. I mean, there's a lot of people. If you want to regulate things, then stick to the guidelines. Of, okay, this is the way to become an American citizen. These are the things that they have to be done, and then you set that standard. And then some people do the process, and some people want the legal way of becoming a citizen. And it's taken 5-6 years.
Yeah, it does take a long ass.
Yeah,
know
it
what I
takes
mean?
a long
So it's
time.
like-
It's like
yeah.
crazy complicated.
Right.
If you fuck up something on the form, you gotta start.
Yeah,
all over
one
again.
you
It's crazy
check
expensive.
one fucking box wrong.
I was listening to a Harmontown podcast, I think, and like just to seek asylum, it costs like thousands and
Mhm.
thousands of dollars. Like asylum's like something you seek when, hey, I can't go back home.
Right.
Like shit, everything's bad. And I want to say for this guy who was seeking asylum for one of the Middle Eastern like warring countries at the time, he while he was under review, like for like 8 months or a year, he couldn't have an actual documented job. Like he couldn't be working at all.
Mm.
And the person told him like, hey, you have to make your money however you can, but you can't have a job. So it's
And
fucking
that's what I mean. So it's like you're telling these people what they have to do. In the meantime, you're telling them, fill out this paperwork and we'll review. And you got fucking bombs going off in your neighborhood, people getting shot up, stabbed, killed, robbed, raped, murdered, and just survive for another 5-6 years. We'll get you over. By then, fuck it, dude.
Yeah.
You're either like, I got to get my fucking kids and my family out of this now. So if we got to pay extra, Pablo $50 and take us across the fucking border, we all hop in the minivan, 75 of us
caravan.
and shit, or make like a fucking traveling tribal band and, across the desert. That's what we're going to have to, I'd do it. If roles were reversed and I had to get my family out of that situation, dude, by all means necessary.
See, and I think that's one thing though. A lot of people don't look at that is how badly fucked up it is over there.
Oh, it's bad, dude.
Dude, it's horrible. But they're just thinking like, well, it does suck because you do have those guys that are coming over here just to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
But anyways, a wall won't fix it.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll
and plus
slow
like
it
people
down.
come through the north too, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
They come from
ain't
everywhere.
saying
They're not
shit
gonna
about
build
Canadians.
a giant ass fucking wall across all of the Canadian American border. That's
They ain't saying shit about Canadians because they're, white, blue-eyed, blonde hair, polite, genuine, It's fucked up. I mean, we set the stereotype. But we're so spoiled over here that we don't even realize what's going on over there, and that we can't even imagine, the shit that they have to deal with on a daily
They
basis.
don't even want to show that shit on
They
the
don't want to.
Well,
Because,
like El Chapo said, what do you pay the president or over there in Mexico?
Mhm.
He gave him money,
yeah.
millions of dollars. I think it was like $100 million or something like that.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
now he's trying to stay away and run away and not get
Mhm.
murdered.
yep.
Like, well, you fucked up.
I saw, I had my family in town. They saw the El Chapo deal. And first thing my uncle says is like, I don't want to be on that fucking jury. He's like, I'm, if I could call for jury duty on that day, dude, I'm finding a loophole out the fuck out. I'm not still going on there.
I don't know. I'll go to jail.
shit,
I wouldn't want not.
Yeah, dude, you start looking at him wrong, or you make eye contact. You're like missing for the rest of the trial. You're like,
Yeah.
hey, where's that guy? Oh, he fucking looked at El Chapo, dude.
You
Keep your head down.
You know,
Jury
someone's over there
unanimously-
looking at El Chapo, looking at all the people in the jury.
We're gonna have to like censor the name like on this podcast. Like, oh, they're gonna come for us just mentioning it.
If they do, we'll
There'll
be ready.
another Law and Order.
Hey, you guys
episode.
will be ready. Okay.
We'll have Toby ready, bro. He'll be at the door like, "Arr."
He'll be at the door like.
They throw like a dog treat in there. He's like, oh fuck it, okay,
Yeah.
come on in.
I think John Wick will save us if your dog gets murdered, though.
Oh, dude, you could turn into John Wick. Like they fuck with Toby in any means. You're like, okay, you start digging a hole right here on the ground.
It'll be like a fucking spoof comedy like Paul Blart Mall Cop, like to see the fat guy become the hero.
You throw the trench coat on, you pop the collar.
Yeah, I got all this shit. I'll just be Fat Wick. Point is, we're cool. Don't fuck with us, cartel. We also government.
I mean, yeah, if you want to cut a deal, we'll talk about it. Santino.
Go to him. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Santino's got tribal members. He knows more people.
What
I
else?
don't know nobody. I don't know nothing. No, I'm cool.
What else was on that conspiracy theory after aliens? On that video,
I mean, that's all they were basically just
there was
talking
going
about.
on there.
The
Yeah,
sky
like
is
they're
fake.
waiting for NASA to decode the message or something
Yeah.
like that. So I'm like, I mean, there was you can talk about a few weeks ago. I forget what group they got like a message through their satellite, and they were trying to figure out what that message meant through their satellite. Like, whoa, what's this? We're getting messages from who knows where, and they were trying to figure out what the hell that meant.
Yeah, I mean, they had this thing. I want to say it was on another podcast that I saw. I don't remember which one, but they were saying they showed what Earth sounded like from space, like the radio waves. They converted into like sounds, and it sounded creepy as fuck, dude. Like it sounded like squeaking, like like
Makes sense.
So
With
it's
all
like
the data that's just getting shot out
Yep.
there, then yep.
so I'm like, dude,
bouncing back off the satellite.
Uh-huh. if you're driving around on space and shit, you're looking down in there like, okay, let's see what the
What's
fuck
this
they're doing.
noisy ass planet?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's some shit down there. Let's go fucking party. It's like looking at like Atlantic City or something.
When they come down here, it's like these people are just
Yeah. They come down, they're like, fuck this. They don't even land. That's why we always see them in the sky.
that's what it is. They're driving by. They're like, what's going on? None of this. None of
This
this.
is too ghetto for us.
It's like driving by like a broken down Taco Bell. You're like, I ain't going in there. Fuck that. Keep driving. We'll go somewhere else.
Go to the Arby's down the road.
Fuck that.
Fancy over here, Arby's, huh?
I'm not a big fan of Arby's.
Tax season's here now. Did you guys get everything squared away?
did.
Not yet.
I gotta
I'm gonna
raise
do
my
it in
taxes
March.
for this coming year. Otherwise, I'm gonna get raped by the end of next year. Kind of sucks.
Taxes suck, man. I mean, it's a necessary evil, I guess. But man, when you look at how much they take every check, you're just like, Jesus Christ.
And then you see Amazon.
Then you see
Zero.
Amazon like nothing. I made like 1.00001% of what they made
Less.
less, and I'm getting taxed fucking what 40%, 30%, 40%, something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh okay, well, big old Amazon, big daddy.
Yeah, but we don't have the money to hire like tax lawyers and shit to
Uh-huh.
like make it all clean on books and like, nope, we don't know owe nothing. Nope.
I guess some people say if you do your taxes, it's better to itemize.
Mm.
I've never done the itemizing.
No, I always just like, okay,
I'm
here's
fucking
what I owe,
lazy for
whatever.
that, man.
Well, I guess I could go to a tax guy. I never do. I always like do TurboTax or whatever.
Yeah,
But
TurboTax is easy.
yeah,
They really
Do you
dumb
guys
that
do
shit
your own-
down.
Do you guys do your own taxes?
Yeah,
with TurboTax, yeah, like you said, it makes it easy.
yeah. Super
Like
easy.
I'm fucking dumb, man.
They keep it
do it
real.
with complicated shit.
Dude, shout out to TurboTax, bro. They
Yeah.
keep it simple for us dumb people.
Jeez.
Sponsor us, TurboTax will get you
Oh, dude,
22 listeners.
Intuit.com, wherever the fuck they are. But yeah, they keep that shit real. Like, did you work this year? Yes or no? Yes. Do you have any kids? Yes. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Type in your number. We'll fill in the blanks for you.
Do you want us to file? It only costs $25 more. And I'm like, oh, that's a lot of money, but that's so much easier. Just do it now on my computer versus going somewhere.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Do it.
Shit, I'm gonna have to start doing TurboTax.
And then
This is
my
really a
wife, though,
commercial
she's-
for TurboTax.
Dude,
Shit.
she's so
sponsored by.
she's
Yeah,
so
we
into
wish.
H&R Block though. She likes H&R Block.
Dude, I went there one time and it was okay, but they charged me like $100 and some.
Damn.
And then I was like, fuck that, dude. You know,
it was like $300 something.
that's what
Yeah.
I mean. It's like TurboTax, like $50, $60, whatever. I'm like, I could deal with that, but you're not getting, you know, 100 something bucks.
Yeah.
You know, and I
Plus
was like,
TurboTax, you can use it again for like
yeah,
my grandma was asking me, hey, can you help me with my taxes? And I'm like, "Ah, I want to, but sure.
yeah, yeah, no. And then, and I only went to HR Block because I was like, oh, maybe they'll give me more.
Maybe.
No,
No?
no.
Damn. They sure seem like it with their commercials.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they always say like on the commercials, we'll always get you more.
we guarantee we'll do a double check on all your taxes.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
the fuck you
sure.
won't. They did that shit on mine. They're like, no, everything looks good.
Yeah,
I was like,
fuck
so
you, H&R
So I
Block.
should have just went to TurboTax
kidding.
then because
Yeah, I don't
TurboTax
know.
was right.
Oh, for real? So did you a comparison like that?
Yeah. Like I did TurboTax for like 3-4 years, and then I went to H&R Block, and then you know they were running this deal, and I don't know if they still do it, but they would go back and check your previous year's taxes to make sure that everything was correct and try to get any more money they can from it. And so I went there, it was like $120 to file my taxes, and then the clerk went and looked at my previous years, and she's like, "No, everything looks good." And I was like, "So, she just went to TurboTax then."
Yeah.
There's
What,
nothing
so what
more.
do they say? Do they charge you there, or do you just walk away from it?
No, I was already done. Like they I already paid my shit. But she's like, she made it sound like as a courtesy, they'll go back and check all the years previous. And then after they did that, then they tell me, oh, no, everything's good. So I'm like, so I just paid you more, like double the money to get nothing more. I'm like, okay, never again. So don't go to H&R Block. Fuck
Damn,
them.
H&R
Fuck you,
Block.
H&R
Fuck
Block.
them, bro.
I retake my stance.
Yeah. Into it or die. You know what I mean?
Or like learn how to do your taxes yourself. But
Yeah.
I did that 1 year, and because like I was running late, my roommate's like, "Hey, here's all you have to do: just fill out this form." I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is super easy." Never doing that again.
No.
You know, I was wondering, like, you know, doing taxes is like a necessity. How the fuck was this not covered in school?
Uh,
Oh,
Like, if you think about it, they had us all do this other bullshit in high school, but taxes was never a
Yeah,
curriculum to be
right.
like, hey, everybody should take a little course of
but we need to take 12 years of English.
when's the last time you used fucking pre-calculus, bro?
never.
When's the last
never-
time you used X and Y and shit?
I didn't take.
When's the last time you
pre-calculus.
looked at the grid and fucking had to figure out fractions
And
and
make a
simplify?
fucking graph.
Yeah. When's the last
I mean,
time?
that helps you understand stuff, but I
Never.
never use that in my job. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
People who with good jobs do that.
Saw this thing online. It was like, remember when your teachers would say you can't carry a calculator around with you in your pocket?
Little did
Now
they
you-
know.
Then
I
I
have a
showed a picture of
scientific
a phone. They're like, "Ha, you stupid bitch."
Now you can just wear it in your fucking wristband.
shit,
You can
right?
just ask Siri. You know, fucking ask your phone, like, "Hey, you know, what's 2-7?"
Oh, speaking of that, dude, since you mentioned that, there was like a video that went on about like how this kid was being dumb or being lazy because he had to do his homework, and his mom came in on him and was like, "Look at this, she's recording him," and he was asking Siri how to solve the problem, and I'm over here like,
That's
huh.
smart as fuck. Yeah.
That's what I said. I put it on the comment. It went on the whole thread too. I remember
Oh, shit.
and I was like, "Oh, that's a
Dude, George is such an internet troll, bro.
yeah, I am a
Fucking
fucking
get him.
troll like no other dude. I'll troll you and I won't even give two shits about it.
No.
It's funny. I got people who unfriended me because they were like, I look
Because
at
they
it, I'm
thought
like,
that was lazy.
no, not because of the lazy thing, because you know, like the whole Trump and Republican Democrat nonsense. And I'll feed into it, like I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, well Trump actually didn't do just a good thing.
So yeah,
that hurt to say.
yeah. So when I say things and then I like just to rebuttal, just to see what they're gonna say, and they don't come up with anything, and I'm like, oh look, dude, here's the source that I read right here. This is what blah blah blah. Just to fuck with you. Anyways, back to the series.
And you link to like a YouTube video of Rick Astley doing the Rickroll.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, dude. I troll people all the time. Like it's fucking hilarious. Like, anyways, before I get to this one, next I gotta tell you that I trolled somebody and they got all fucking butthurt. But anyways, so this kid, I'm like, oh, this kid's a genius, you know. He just basically outsmart this thing. But I'm like, yeah, does kind of suck because I put on like he's a genius, and then someone kind of, how's he a genius? He's not gonna know how to do it. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't know how to do it. He could just ask Siri how to do it, or Alexa, hey, how to do this? Show me how to do it. I'm like. I responded though. What makes him a genius is that he utilizes his resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go one. If you're gonna get mad at the kid, you get mad at the parent
Yeah.
because the parent was not there helping him with said homework. So he's like, hey, if I don't know how to do this or whatever, I don't know the situation. All we saw was a little clip. So I said, he utilizes resources to solve the problem. Enough said. If he doesn't know how to solve it later on in life, if he doesn't know how to use it, then that's on his fuck up. But then that requires him to look it up and like, hey, just ask Alexa how to actually solve the problem. I go, but if you're really going to complain about it, I've told them, like, you could complain about the parent because the parent, the guardian, whatever, was not there actually, hey, taking away Alexa and actually forcing them to actually do the steps and process. And
Yeah,
stuff.
they were more like preoccupied with trying to make a whole internet statement and like spread it online than like, hey, kid, don't do that. Instead, here, let's sit down and do this. So
Yeah.
You know, and that's a good point too. I mean, that he's utilizing his resources, and you know, in nowadays world where everything's technology driven. How many times, like even people in the workplace, at home or whatever, someone asks you the same question on how to do something because they looked online and it told them how to do it, or you showed them how to do it, and so people aren't learning anymore. They're just learning how to figure out the answer.
Yeah.
You know, who's going to tell them the answer? It's not, a lot of people aren't retaining how to do it, but they know where to go find the answer. Like even people like in your workplace, you'll find someone that does the same shit all the time, even though they've been shown, you know, hey, you can't do this way, and you try to teach them, but they're like, oh, let me go to that one website that tells me where I need to go. That's going to help me do it. And then they just stick to that. So if you ever ask them, like, hey, how do you do this? Or how does this process work? Like, I don't know. I just plug it into the computer and it does it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's the same thing.
And my thing is, I on there, I trolled on it. I'm like, all right, which one of you motherfuckers actually whips out a fucking map book to go to somewhere, or do you ask Google how to get to here?
Yeah.
You know, no, you gonna ask Google, or you gonna look up a map.
How many
I'm like-
people are fucking printing out MapQuest directions?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Jesus, that's
Remember
like
that shit?
2003. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I'm like, how many of you guys know actually how to read a map?
No,
I know how
can't
to read
say.
the map.
Like the only reason I know how to read a map a little
I
bit
know how to
just
read a compass.
because fucking
You motherfucker.
you know, my dad would go on trips and he had the map book, and I always
Yeah.
looked at that with him. But other than that, like now that there's Google Maps, you don't need no fucking
No.
map.
Yeah.
I mean, if it comes to an apocalyptic thing, yeah, we're all gonna be fucked.
Look at the Lyft drivers. You think they know where the
No,
city
they
works,
just-
bro?
you
They
see all
plug
the
that shit in
phone
their
on there.
phone,
Yeah,
and it
it's like-
fucking tells them where to drive. Pretty soon, everything's gonna be like fucking Teslas, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna drive itself.
Yeah,
like you won't even have people in the Uber with you anymore after a while. I bet you.
I hope that fucking prices go down when that happens.
No,
Shit.
it'll go up.
The what?
Because you got to pay for the technology, you got to pay for the reader.
Fuck.
You know, even like where we see on the roads out here a lot. I don't know if it's in other states, but
The
we see
Waymo?
those Waymo everywhere. Everywhere. They've been testing those cars out for years.
They probably need as much data as they can.
Yeah, so that's what they're doing is they're collecting data, bro. They have the sensors all around the cars,
Yep.
and they're collecting, you know, waypoints, stop signs, lights,
You know,
traffic flow.
If there was a city to collect driving data from, Arizona is a good one. With how shitty the drivers are
Awful.
here,
Awful.
they can collect real world shit instead of like, oh, what'll happen if this or that. Shut up, neighbor.
I would say the kid's probably gonna be the next president.
But anyways,
Like his next, his fucking, you know, state address to the state or whatever, state of the union. He's gonna be like, Alexa, tell the American people what our plans are. Okay, today we will. You know,
he's gonna be like Donald Trump and just reuse
Yeah.
Obama's speech.
he will. like that.
Just change a few words.
Yeah, just read it like verbatim.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a fucking like a. It's gonna be like a black president. He'd be like, yeah, you know, my pale complexion really does. It's like, wait, what?
Did you know Waymo's still trying to figure out why Arizona drives backwards on the freeway?
Wait, what?
You know, he's always got the wrong way drivers around here.
Oh, all the time, yeah.
Still,
Waymo still can't figure it out why, with all the data collected.
Scary, man.
Fucking
Like,
Arizona, dude. I can't believe that we're in like number one for driving on the wrong fucking highway all the
it's
time.
so
I can believe that.
They've been
what?
trying to figure it out. Like they want to put spikes. They want to put like fucking but then like I think the latest thing that we do now is there's a camera, and now whenever someone's entering the freeway and there's a wrong way driver, they start flashing the lights.
mm,
The lights, you know, when you know the off ramp lights,
Yeah.
they start flashing them. Hey, there's a wrong way driver, and of course the signs now.
Huh.
But it's like, how bad do you have to be fucking going down the wrong way on the highway?
I think there's a few things behind that. One, the Arizona summer just fries people's brains. I've been saying that since I was a teenager.
Is that where you wear the beanie? Is there foil under there?
yeah.
He's totally
Very
have
That's
a
for the
bait.
aliens. No, that's not
But
even for the
also,
heat.
we got like tons of drugs out here. Everybody's on drugs.
Yeah, there's drugs.
How many
everywhere.
meth heads are out there? Just out there, you know?
Yeah,
They're all in Phoenix.
I think
Yeah.
it could be the way the roads are set up. You know, how many times have you been to a freeway where there's obviously a ramp and all they have is a little wrong way sign? So you know, there's really, and it's weird how they have it like the
but
way the
Arizona's a
traffic.
grid, though.
Yeah, it's all squared. I mean, it's a squared plot. But like there was one time I almost took like where was I? Like in Tempe, you know, like when you go off of the freeway, I think the 202 on Scottsdale Road or whatever it is. and you try to get off the freeway. There's like 3 lanes that kind of cross over like 4 medians, and you can just stay in the far left and go wrap all the way around back to the freeway. You could go this way and go to the wrong one if you go too far right, and you can stay on the far right, and then you got to go like in a big line to get back on the
on or
so
off
I'm like,
ramps are a
shit,
little
if I was like,
confusing.
not paying attention or whatever, I could easily just like, oops, fuck.
And a lot of people don't pay attention because
No.
you can just, driving all the time. You look over because somebody's driving like a fucking asshole
Yeah.
on the phone, either going 100 miles an hour or 40 miles an hour on the highway.
I've seen someone watching a fucking movie on their tablet when they're driving, dude.
A lot of the worst ones I've seen, they're just like this.
I
on
mean,
the
not
wheel
even
with their
hiding it,
phone.
bro. Like on the steering wheel and shit.
Yep.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, watch like Big Bang Theory or something, like, what the fuck, man? Bazinga! Bazinga!
Add a laugh track.
I like the Big Bang Theory.
I watch, you know what I do? I
Yeah, so
watch
do
like, it's like a guilty pleasure, like, I don't talk about. At least not me. Like, if someone ever asks, I'm like, oh, yeah, I heard of that show. But inside, I'm like, oh, Sheldon.
I still haven't watched
I
the
haven't-
spinoff either.
I haven't seen
There's a
the.
spinoff?
Yeah, it's just Sheldon.
Oh,
how
the
he was
kid
raised,
where he's
yeah.
like a little, yeah.
I haven't seen that show since maybe 2012, 2013.
I watch
but
YouTube.
I like that show.
I watch like YouTube season highlights. Like it's like a 45-minute compilation, and it kind of breaks down every episode and some funny parts and shit. And that I don't even watch the full episode. I just watch the funny parts.
You know,
I
it's
like-
funny that you mentioned like little episode, like funny parts.
Mm-hmm.
I get stuck on Facebook because like you could do like a share live feed of Facebook
Yeah.
videos, and but I mean I should totally do that because that's what I end up doing is I'll just look through Big Bang Theory funny moments and I'll just
Yeah.
like there's episodes that I haven't seen yet. I'm like, oh, that's fucking hilarious. So that happens. Like, oh, I didn't really have to watch that episode. I'm like, but it's just sometimes we don't even have time. But I always end up watching clips.
My favorite YouTube Big Bang Theory anything is the Big Bang Theory with the laugh track removed because it's like an
Awkward.
joke and it's just like,
Crickets.
yeah, I sure did do that nerd related thing.
That's
Did
kinda weird.
did you know that Siri beatboxes?
No,
Yeah, dude.
try to compete
Let
with
me
it.
see. Watch. Let me see. Let's fucking do it. Hey Siri. Oh wait.
We need to get that kid to work your phone.
Yeah.
Probably.
He's like, no, I just get my daughter to do it.
Hey Siri. Siri. Fuck you, Siri.
I was gonna say hold it closer to the mic, but it's not gonna work.
Siri. Hey Siri, beatbox. Fuck it, she's not listening to me.
No, never mind. I was gonna say. Speak
Hey,
her up
Siri.
to here.
No, it's not doing it. Whatever.
Fuck it.
But yeah, she does. It beatboxes. If I can get her to work.
You know, I'm just looking at you. It's like my sister was trying to get her. They were watching a YouTube George Lopez skit, and they were trying to send it to the TV, to their Chromecast, and it wasn't working. And I told them, "Do you want me to get my daughter to send it? Because she takes over everybody's TV. You'll be watching Xbox and you're playing a game or anything, and my daughter, she'll take it away, and she knows she takes it away. She runs to the living room. She's like, "Hey, yeah, just take over the TV." Yeah, and then she
Your
starts
daughter's
dancing.
3, right?
Yeah, no, she's 2.5. But yeah, she's gonna be 3, and she's just taking over TVs and Xboxes and everything. I'll be playing a game one time. I remember playing the game with Alfredo, and I was like, "What the hell? My screen just went black." And I was playing Black Ops, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then it shows YouTube. I'm like, "Damn it!" My daughter, I hit the menu button, and she take it off, and she comes back to look at it like, "Where'd it go?"
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, why did you take it away from
I
me?
wanted that to be on there.
I think she did it to my wife like 3 times one night. She was trying to watch her show. I forget what show my wife was watching, and my wife's like, "Nope, not today, Emma." I'm like, "Dang, mean parent of the year."
Hell yeah. Lay down the law. Way to go, Nikki.
And she comes down too. Like my daughter comes down looking at the TV, like, "Hey, come on!"
Yeah, I get the shit on my phone too, where I'm like, hey, if you want to play this on your Roku, click the button to connect. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'll
I
be
mean, I
watching
do that all the time on here.
I'll be watching some adult shit, and I'm like, I don't want that shit in the kids' room. You know what I mean? I was like, no, I can't put this shit on there, dude.
Dude, there was this video on Instagram one time. This dude, he was taking a shit, right? And I guess he didn't know he had Apple Play, whatever, Apple TV. His phone was linked up there. So his wife or whatever, girlfriend, whatever, turns on the TV, and he's over here looking at all big booty girls, whatever. And then she goes in there and was like, "What the hell are you doing? What are you doing?" I'm just on my phone. I'm using the bathroom. He's liking these booty girls, and he's just like, "The hell?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're still connected to the Apple TV." So she's all looking at what he's liking on this big ass screen. I'm like, damn.
Dude, I watched this. I saw this fucking video. I'll send it to you guys. It's so stupid. I think I was telling you at
work,
yeah, it was this dude. He he was down in his basement, right? And his woman was walking down the stairs, and she's the one videoing, and she's down in the basement in his boxers and a white shirt, and he's trying to like take a dick pic, right? So he's leaning on the side of the couch like this, and he's kind of like thrusting up his waist and shit.
I think I've seen
And
it.
he's trying to take a picture, and then the wife catches him, and he's like, "Oh shit!" He rolls off the side of the bed, and then he's standing there looking like a lost child that just got caught sticking his hand in the cookie jar. And she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "No, I was gonna send you a picture." She's like, "You ain't sending me no fucking picture." And then his fucking dildo pops
Yeah,
out of his
the dildo.
fucking drawers. And it was her dildo. And she's like, "Oh, that ain't your dick. That ain't your dick." And he's just sitting there like, "It was for you, baby." She's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
I
He's-
wanted to feel big for
Oh
once.
my god, it was so
Yeah.
funny, dude. It was awkward as fuck.
Yeah, because he stood up and he was trying to like hide it.
Yeah, that's right.
He tried to hide it, like, what are you doing? Like, and he knew she was recording.
Oh,
So he
God
was
damn.
like, he was already fucked, and he was like trying to hide it, and then just falls out.
man.
At that point, dude, you just gotta either play the part or just give in.
Yeah.
There's no way you're winning.
I don't know how you would play that part.
Oh, I would be like, I was just waiting for you, baby.
It's easy. What the fuck you think I'm trying
Finally you
to?
came downstairs.
What would you say? I was like, I was just trying to get you a dildo warm.
Yeah.
Nah, just go all in. What the fuck you think I was trying to do? I'm trying to be the world champion.
Mm-hmm. Like, bitch, I'm trying to get this surgically attached for you. Do this shit for you, girl. You know?
Shit. I don't know how you would play that. It's just not happening.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
think-
happening.
It
It's not
depends on
happening.
how naive the girl is. You know, like,
All right,
Yeah.
what would your girl say?
oh, no, she wouldn't say much, dude. There'd be a lot of fists and shit. There'd be a lot of,
She whoop your ass.
I think she'd probably try to.
I thought you were saying fist. I'm like, damn, dude, she gonna fist you now? She's like, oh, you want it ready? I'll get you ready
Uh-huh.
for that dildo.
She's like, "Oh, you playing with my shit, huh? Bend over, I'll show you how it feels." No, I think if I ever got caught doing something like that, shit, dude, that'd be awkward as fuck. I think I'd probably just stand there frozen. I think I'd probably just sit there frozen and just look at her until she left. Like,
Deer in the headlight.
yeah. Like, I think I'd just sit there and act like a mannequin challenge and just kind of just wait for her to leave. And like, she'd be so mad and I would have no reaction.
Dude, I can see you just standing there like, and then all you hear, instead of hearing the pin drop, you hear the fucking
the dildo. It's like slow motion. It's like rubber and waving and shit. Fucking hits the ground, tosses up. Dude, I had a buddy who him and his wife would use like sex toys and shit, and he told me that she went to the store and bought one, a brand new one. She had like 12 of them, but she bought a brand new one, and
Collection.
she wanted to use it on him.
Okay.
oh damn.
Was it like the starter pack, like the little
Yeah.
butt plug or something?
Yeah, it was like
Baby's first butt plug.
no, he said it was like a legit one, but it wasn't a big, like it wasn't like a huge one, but it was bigger than the one she had.
Okay.
And he's like, you know, he was like, they would like talk about it, like, you know, casual, whatever. And he's like, well, if we're gonna do that, why wouldn't we start with a little one? And she's like, I want you to have the full experience. And I asked him, I was like, do you guys do that often or whatever? And he's like, no, she won't let me until I do it first. And I was like, okay. So I waited a couple weeks, and then I didn't talk to him, and then I saw him when he has a look in his eye, dude. I was like, she fucking got you, didn't she? Like, he looked like half of the man he was, dude.
Oh,
Like,
damn.
it was
Was
funny.
he
Like,
walking funny or
no,
what?
it wasn't walking funny.
I
I
was
could
gonna
just like he didn't have the same energy. Like, he was just kind of like, yeah, you know.
I was going to say, did
Like-
he look like half dead or more alive than ever?
It's like if you raised your hand to him, he'd shudder. He was like abused, dude. And
Thought he was just raped or what?
no, that's what it seemed like. And I was like, you all right, dude? He's like, yeah.
I mean, if you're not into something, you just gotta be like, no, I'm not going
But
to
some
do
people
that.
they do it, you know, because they want to please the other
Yeah.
person.
It's
Like
funny that you mentioned that though, because my wife did tell me where she worked at her older store, that there was her manager or whatever, and he wanted a bike, motorcycle,
Ooh.
and the only way he was gonna get that motorcycle if he got fucked or something like that.
Damn.
And I was just like, and he got his motorcycle. So
He rolls up and everyone knows.
like,
You're
I'm like, dude, what the hell? Well, I guess apparently, I don't know. According to, I'm trying to recollect this. I think my wife said that that girl, she was really open, or like she would tell my wife everything, even though shit she didn't even want to know. Because my wife's like, what the fuck? I don't want to know that. Because
Yeah.
now she looked at that other person different now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because then that other guy's like, what the fuck? Why do people know about this
Yeah.
shit? Like they
Like-
shouldn't know.
People walk by, I'm like, nice bike. Where'd you park it? Yeah, there'd be some shit I'd come up with. Like, yeah. Like, yeah, you left the stain on your seat, bro. You're dripping. What the fuck?
Ah,
Speaking of that, why there's a box here that says Wet Dreams Analog for us.
I said the the same thing when I looked at it. I was like,
I kept thinking about it. I'm like, what? I'm like, what could that be? I'm like sitting there. I was like, I need to know. What is this?
Fucking the big black dick in there.
So
I'm gonna open it to powder and pass the fuck out.
That's a Deadbeats Wet Dreams analog course. You can open it up if you want. What it is the guitar pedal, and
oh shit, this is fancy. Got magnets and shit.
yeah, it what it does. It's a funny name. I agree.
Connect your instrument using a 1/4 inch phone jack here.
Yeah, but what it is it introduces a chorus effect
Nice.
from the guitar to your amp. Yeah, I definitely like it. I don't have much.
I like Wet Dreams.
Haven't had much.
And it's funny. It's made by Deadbeat.
Yeah.
That's so
I definitely
good.
like their stuff. Shout out to Deadbeat pedals.
Shout out to Deadbeat.
I love your stuff.
Sponsor
Thank
my
you.
Wet Dreams anytime.
Yeah, thank you very much for sending me this. I ordered it. I lost one in the mail, or it got lost in the mail. Didn't get delivered to me, so I emailed them after a couple weeks. It's like, hey, yeah, it shows it delivered, but you're saying it lost. We'll send you another one. Came in the next few days. It was
You know
great.
someone robbed your ass.
It might have, some shit happens. Like
Yeah.
I've had a couple missing packages here. I lost
For real?
a mic here. Well, what happened was one of my mics was they delivered it to the wrong house. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened with that too.
Oh, that
'Cause,
sucks.
It's like a similar house with a similar address or something.
I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, I
I
bet they're
just
all
think the
happy,
drivers are fucking.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm getting music equipment. Hell yeah, dude.
Like, dude, I keep getting free shit, bro. Like, does God tell me I need to make a mixtape or like,
But,
you know? But
It's gonna be that GameStop chick.
all right,
Man,
it's ma'am.
I heard she dropped her first video.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah, bro. Not even lying.
Dude, all we need to do is all we fucking need to do is just go to GameStop or Target or something and just go in there and cause a scene, make it go viral. Like, you go in there like with a butt plug and be like, I want to return this shit.
I'm definitely not going to Target.
You just go to Target, bro, because they got to be real nice and shit. They're fancier than Walmart. Walmart be like, again, like, we got another one this week. But you go to Target with that shit, they're going to be like,
I like your
appalled.
use of Target.
Target, bro. You got to keep it fancy, dude. And then so you go in there with a used butt plug. We'll put like Hershey's chocolate on it. And then you go in there and you just drop it off the returns counter and be like, I don't have my receipt. I need store credit. And then they're like, we don't sell this here. I'm like, yeah, you do. It's in the toy section, aisle 11.
What the I love how you're
definitely-
picking on Santino again.
No,
I'm still waiting for him to say, woo-wee.
No, I'm definitely not doing that to Target. I'll explain off camera.
I'll dress up as a woman, dude. We'll go to GameStop and reenact. You know?
GameStop I'm fine with. I have no ties to GameStop.
No, maybe not even GameStop. Maybe like Best Buy or something. You know,
I'm fine with Best Buy. I'd never go at Best Buy.
Dude, Best Buy's like a ripoff, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they have good shit. Like, you can buy good shit, but they'll take you to the cleaners.
Yeah.
Especially like with their, zero down, make your payment in 6 months, and we don't put any interest. Yeah, right, motherfuckers.
Yeah, sure.
You don't make those payments. That one payment, boom, 20-some%. Like,
Yeah.
woo! Hold on a second here, lady. But yeah, Best Buy.
cards,
We go in there. We put all the laptops on the cameras. We all wear wigs and shit. Dude, we do like a little song and dance. Someone video it.
Only if we go in with like the fake female voices too. Like we
Yeah.
can't just be talking like we are now.
That's
Let's
true.
do a little practice of that
All right,
now.
go ahead.
How you doing, y'all? Oh my,
Hi, my name's Sally, and I just want to let you know that I think you're a beautiful person.
I think you're beautiful too,
Oh,
Georgina.
You gotta go call me Georgina. Come on. Can it be Jorgina or something?
Hornia.
We'll get a kid to kick us in the nuts or something before we go in,
We'll do
or we'll do some helium or
We'll
something.
take some hits off of helium. Oh boy, I'm fucked up on this shit, lads.
Dude, you just hear Santino do the aisles like, ooh,
I've never done that before.
really? You should.
I've never said ooey once.
I've never heard you,
Yeah.
but I think you'd be amazing at it. Let's hear a practice one.
Ooey.
Oh, ooh. It's before the butt plug. After.
That butt plug is sure gonna get everybody fucking high voice, fucking high pitched down. You're
No, dude, that's fucking nuts, man.
gonna make him into a furry, get him
You know what I
on the
was
tail.
thinking? You know what I was
I
thinking?
will absolutely never become a furry, sir.
A furry?
Thank you.
With the same design as the beanie.
Like I've made my peace that furries exist, but oh my god, I cannot.
Was that
be
the
into
people that leave that shit in their ass all day? Is that what it is? Or they just walk
Furries?
around with a...
Furries
From
are
what,
the guy who
they have
dresses
a
up.
wide range, but yeah.
They dress up completely into like an animal of some sort. They
Yeah, you know those fursuits? Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's a wide range of furries, but I have
and they do have butt plugs.
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
like
I've
the
seen
tails,
those.
yeah.
But I haven't seen the Yeah, I would see the fucking nasty shit, but I haven't seen the one where they just dress up like regular animals. Like, oh, the one where they stick it up their ass with the tail at the end. Yeah, those. Yeah, watch too much shit at night. Who would? Okay, so if you had a chance to be a furry, what animal would you be?
No.
It'll be the class of the fuck no.
He's like, no.
Not even a raccoon or a fucking, you know.
You want to be a gerbil?
You wanna be- I'll be the tube.
If you're the tube, I'm the gerbil.
baby. We got to go somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for today's episode of For My Entertainment Podcast. Thank you very much. You're all lovely. Have a good evening,
God
good day,
damn.
whatever.
Stay entertained, bitches. I love ending on high notes like that.